February is the month of love. We know that. You might not be aware it's also National Self-Esteem Month. Our next guest is a celebrity dermatologist from Extreme Makeover and The Doctors, here to talk about the importance of loving the skin we're in. Dr. Ava Shamban joins us from Los Angeles. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. How perfect. Self-esteem and love. You feel better about yourself. You get a better love. Perfect.
You know, I feel like I'm one of those that believes you got to love yourself before you can love anybody else. And it's so important, regardless of age, to have confidence. What does it mean to you to love the skin you're in?
Well, first of all, it's so important to remember that people who look like they have perfect skin, like all the actresses, you see pictures of them everywhere, it takes them at least an hour of hair and makeup to look that way. So it's important never to compare yourself to them. And the second thing that's important to remember is that there are so many advances in the field of medicine to help your skin look its best, that there's help available for you. So don't ever think that you have to suffer with whatever you don't like about your skin.
I'm also thinking about some of the apps that are available. All of it, we could all retouch as much or as little as we want before we post something on social media, for example. Do you think those things also impact self-esteem?
Yes, absolutely. First of all, just even the fact that we are photographed at least 100 times a day, that's the statistic.
Wow.
And your image might be seen by up to 1 million people. I mean, that's how powerful it is. So we are tempted to use those filters and Photoshop ourselves. But the reality is that's not a substitute for really going in and getting treatment for something that may bother you about your skin, like acne scars or blotches or active acne, wrinkles, anything.
You mentioned some issues there.
Not a substitute.
Are those
Photoshop.
things, what you just mentioned, sort of that unevenness or the acne, are those the biggest complaints you hear from patients?
I would say acne scars are the #1 complaint, because acne scars can begin as you're a teenager and can extend all the way through adulthood. And people really suffer. Their self-esteem really suffers from the acne scars, because you can't cover, well, certainly if you're a man, you're not going to cover them with makeup. And as a woman, it's geography. It's very difficult to cover with makeup, if not impossible. And the other area that I see people really complain about are the lines that run from the nose to the corner of the mouth, the so-called smile lines. These seem to bother people a lot because it gives you sort of this sad, droopy look.
People say, well, are you tired? Are you okay? And you're like, yeah, I'm fine. It's the wrinkles. So what do you recommend to patients when they come to you in office? Are there certain treatments where you point them? Absolutely. So one of the newest treatments that's great, because it's just a lunchtime procedure, back to work in the afternoon, is an injectable called Belafil. So Belafil has been studied and is very efficacious in treating acne scars as well as these lines here. Just a lunchtime procedure. It's fantastic. It's one of the easiest things to do. Nice. And then what about at home? Are there any treatments there you'd recommend?
So at home, I like a nice scrub that you can make yourself from the refrigerator in the pantry. I call this one the apple pie scrub, where you take organic applesauce, you put in some green tea leaves that you've moistened, as well as honey and brown sugar. And then you use it as a scrub, and you'll get a nice exfoliation, as well as some moisturizer from the olive oil that you've added. And it makes your skin just glow.
Yeah, well, and especially in these winter months, but I guess it's important year-round anyway, to get rid of that old skin so the new healthy stuff can shine through. Give us a website, Dr. Shamban, before we let you go.
So belafil.com to learn more about the injectable, and my website, avamd.com.
Great. Thank you. Good to see you.